Hello, and welcome all to another episode of the Spooky Spooky Horror Show podcast. As always, I'm Sean. I'm joined by Anthony.
Hello.
And today, we'll be talking about the found footage horror film, Hell House LLC 2, The Abaddon Hotel. But before all that, remember, if you'd like to support us, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment. All of that helps us with engagement and the YouTube algorithm. The video version of the podcast is also available on Spotify, as well as the audio version you can choose. So if you're listening to us or watching us there, please leave a follow, rate us, comment. That all helps too. The audio version is also available everywhere else on all other podcast services, so you can follow us and rate us on any platform you choose. Links for everything are in the description below. With that housekeeping out of the way, Anthony, what have you been up to?
Oh my god. I quit being a mechanic.
Hello.
Yeah. After 10 years, yeah, it really wasn't like it was like I couldn't do it anymore type of deal. It was just really like, you know what, I think this is time to exit. This felt like an opportune time. Yeah, literally that's how my quit went. Like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pack my stuff up today. Like, this is exactly how he said it, tone and all. I'm gonna pack my stuff up today. Here's the tickets of what I had, and I didn't start. This is what I had. I no longer work here. And well, yeah, okay. And that was it. And he's like, okay. And I walked away.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like if I continue doing this, I'm literally gonna have a mental breakdown, and I can't keep having I can't keep hustling one fucking job to make a paycheck that never makes the cut. It wasn't the point of you to hustle a bunch of jobs to get a good paycheck or more than a normal paycheck. Now you're hustling one fucking job that's breaking my body. Fuck that. Yeah. Sean's been trying to get me to get out of it. He wanted me to be an advisor even. Yeah. I just couldn't be the advisor person.
Yeah.
But I made an opportunity and said, fuck it.
Yeah. I've for years, I think even in Texas, when I got you to move to Texas, I was like, don't fucking do it. Like I remember like your dad's body fucking falling apart from being a mechanic. It's like, bro,
he was under 60 with like a bilateral fucking hip replacement and shit. Like,
and it's
the man never walked correctly. Like, it was terrible.
I'm pretty sure before you bought your house up there, you got a hernia.
Oh yeah, no, well yeah, no, technically I did actually.
Yeah. That's something that's just gonna happen forever,
continuously. That's actually what they said. The kind that I ended up getting was an umbilicus or whatever.
Yeah, the umbilical hernia.
It's an overly common one.
Yep.
And it's overly common. It's usually benign, but it will never technically go away unless I have surgery. And with me, I constantly am going to have that happen because all I do is lift. And what had happened was I lifted something like a sit-up position, and then I got back up and it went boom. I was like, fuck me, and I was like, out. I'm done. No, we're going to doctors.
I've been telling you for years, like, you're it was especially once you explained the pay structure of how being a mechanic,
it is criminal, man.
And it's so criminal. Fucking stupid that they're like, oh well, you're paid like 20 blah 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 an hour, and it's like, okay, well, you're there for 40 hours a week, so that's a perfectly fine paycheck. It was like, well, no, it depends on the job that you get. It's like, wait, but you have to clock in. And it's like, well, yeah, it's like, so if you're there for 40 hours for the week but there's no work,
you gotta hope.
You don't get paid anything. And it's like, nope. It's like, then why the fuck are you even there? Why wouldn't you just stay home, and when someone shows up and needs work, they can just call you to come in and take care of it? Like, it just, it doesn't, it doesn't make sense. And it's because it's slave labor.
This isn't new.
That's just how they do it. It's slave labor.
New. It's been like, it's apparently from well before my dad even. This is the way they've always treated it that way.
They work you to death, and then they just replace you.
This shop was the only shop I've been at up here that ever gave us what would be a guarantee. And basically what it was no matter what, they still exploited the shit out of you, because what it was you have to be clocked in, literally clocked in a full 40 hours. Like I have literally been clocked in for 39.8 or 5 once, and was denied my 32-hour guarantee because of it.
Yeah.
For you to get a 32-hour guarantee. That's their shop's way of saying, hey, we didn't have enough work, you can at least get that. But yet you have one extra day you're not getting paid for. That one day, that 8 hours.
Yeah.
They don't see it that way as a shop, but they don't understand that's how it is, because your hours don't. I could have 0 hours Monday. I could have 20 hours on Tuesday. I could have 0 hours on Wednesday, finish that job and have another 20 on Thursday and have 0 on Friday. It's a weird thing. I would favor that. I get the money that week. But when the other week goes that advisor's not happy with you, you're getting oil changes. There's only warranty work because now GM's too lazy to pay factory workers. So that whole strike, I didn't get anything from any of the union stuff. I had to sit there with no parts, no engines, indefinite cars. We had cars broken down and taken apart in parking lots. Looked like Detroit. Like just, I didn't mean to say it like that, but it looked like Detroit. Like the fucking wheels off, they're on cinder blocks or jack stands, as many we could find, because we had no parts, and we were literally, we had no hours. 16-hour weeks, 10-hour weeks, where the company was never, they don't give you guarantees, but they gave you something. Basically to just keep you there. Don't leave yet. We understand. COVID was ridiculous.
It's like,
I'm out. I can't do it no more. My box is coming home. I'm getting rid of what I wouldn't need. I'm keeping the things that what I would definitely need. And it now is the road to recuperating and sanity. My hands have finally not looked like I've had my hand in an engine. They are no longer, they're chop meat. They look like I'm a bare knuckle fighter, but they're no longer black and filthy under my nails anymore. And I haven't seen that in fucking years or decade at least.
Nothing's really been going on currently. I told you earlier, I have a feeling everyone's sick. The wife was kind of sick all week. The kiddo is sick right now and asleep. I've been kind of sick, no fevers or anything, just like having to run to the bathroom a lot. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm power through it. It's like, even though I don't feel good, I was still outside building another 12-foot section to the garden and everything. Yeah,
I was actually doing the same thing. I was outside.
Yeah, I bought a new case for the media server, and I still haven't even measured to see if it fits on the bookshelf.
On the desk?
No, I have an industrial shelf that holds the media server, a bunch of camera equipment, and EcoFlow river battery backup. Power stations and everything. Yeah, all the drones and gimbals and shit like that. Like all my camera equipment and shit is like on that, and I can't really, the shelf that the computer is currently on can't really be adjusted because it's the center one that like holds the two like legs together, like where the legs connect, that one shelf connects both of them, and then there's one on top and one on the bottom. So I might have to raise the top, but then it shrinks the amount of space I have.
Isn't it big enough to be its own?
Yeah, but I don't want any like animal hair being sucked up into the stuff and everything. So I keep it up off the ground, especially even though I don't live in a flood zone. Remember the last time there was like massive flooding here?
You did get a little water.
Not the last one that just happened this year, but like a couple of years ago that happened in like the like actual Austin suburb area and everything. Like I did have flood damage, and I don't want any of my electrical stuff on the floor.
It's too much money.
So especially it's like the one 18 terabyte hard drive. It's a server grade hard drive. It's like $450. Just that hard drive.
Not that bad. It's not that bad.
But just that one hard drive. I need to get another one.
It's all expensive
to back it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But they're all expensive.
Yeah, because if that drive goes down, we have no media server. All those movies, TV shows that I have been backing up, they're all gone, and I'd have to do the process all over again. I have to take all the DVDs out and burn them all over again. Yeah, so I need to start building all the redundancies. So yeah, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's gonna be a really big pain in the ass. So I got that new case, and it holds a total of 13 3.5-inch drives. So I'm gonna build like redundancies like in there. I'm gonna buy a NAS, send that to my in-laws, have it set up there so that a backup of it is sent there. I might get another NAS,
okay.
send it to you, have it set up with you so that it's just a NAS in a completely different area. If anything happens to anything here, all of that shit is still backed up and can be recovered and shit.
That's
It's usually what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have stuff like backed up in physical locations and then like in like close proximity and then far away. So it's like, that's about it. And then it's like, I'm just taking care of a shit ton of feral kittens. We're up to 8 now. So we went and saw Weapons last night, and that
looks so cool.
Awesome. That was great. I saw someone say that Weapons is a comedy. Weapons is not a comedy. I don't know why they're saying that.
This is a comedy?
Yeah.
I didn't get that impression in any way, shape, or form.
No.
From any of the fucking commercials.
There's a slight comedic element at a certain point, but that's about it. But overall, it's
But that's
not
horror,
comedy.
though.
Yeah.
Horror has some sort of little joke somewhere in it, but to call it a comedy, what is it? Netflix does that.
All right, you ready for some production facts on Hell House 2?
Production facts.
Hell House 2, Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. It needs such a better title. It's so fucking long. It was again written and directed by Stephen Cognetti. The film stars, I believe his name is Vas Eli, as Mitchell Kavanaugh. He was mentioned in the first Hell House film as part of Diane Graves' documentary crew. The film also stars Julian Gertz, I believe that's her name, Joy Schatz, Dusty Austin as Jessica, Molly, and David respectively. They are the new Vice-esque documentary crew trying to bust open the story of a lifetime on the Abaddon Hotel.
Yeah, I can see that.
You also get Kyle Engelman as Brock Davies, a douchebag TV sidekick, Amanda K. Morales as the gorgeous TV host Susie McCombs, and Brian David Tracy as Arnold Tasselman. And that's about it for the production facts. Anthony, what are your spoiler? Yeah, there's really nothing because I'm pretty sure I went straight to Shudder. What are your spoiler-free thoughts on Stephen Cognetti's Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel?
Honestly, I did like a writing it down thing this time. I kind of scripted it out. So honestly, when I was watching it, I really didn't think it was as bad as you fucking don't like it at all. Like, I get that. It has no moments that I can actually justify it saying that it wasn't bad. I just don't find it scary
at all.
No.
It's not. Wait, Stretch. No. You're talking about Hell House 3. Hell House 3 I hate. And we're not talking about Hell House 3. Hell House 2. Hell House 2 I like.
Oh, okay. I thought
Hell House 2 I like.
Wait, yes.
Yeah,
because
Hell House 2 I like.
That's what we were talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, so like as I watched it like a few times and then was writing it down, that honestly it wasn't a bad sequel. I mean, I think that when it first started off, the way they had like the interview takes, because it kind of like is like their theme kind of how the way they started. But their interview takes, it seemed like more cinematic, like the camera worked better, like it looked like a professional type one where they went back and forth. The old dude always pissed me off though. I felt like he was like overacting or something.
What old dude? Arnold Tasselman?
No. It was like it was in one of the like the snapshot interviews.
Or is it the old man with glasses? Like the handlebar mustache type dude?
I think yes, and he had glasses.
Yeah, he was like the author. Yeah, he pops up in like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, he just seemed really overacting on that thing. But I don't know. That might have been the way his personality was supposed to be. Yeah. But I like this one because I think this one kind of came into a little more backstory, because I said it when we reviewed the first one. I would have liked to know a little bit more, because it was the movie when you first watch it gets interesting. Yeah. So you're like, okay, well, let's go to the next one, and it gives you more of the background of the Abaddon, what happened, that dickbag in the interview that you find out later. There's this big surprise about that guy and shit like that. So I thought that was cool. You know what I mean? It was a decent one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Oh yeah, I wrote it down. The Paranormal Activity guy was straight up the most fucking hilarious dude. And the way his reaction of the woman that spawns in the fucking corner, that was fucking hilarious. I legitimately did like a chuckle out loud. I was okay. Because you see, when you're watching, you see it, and you're like, oh fuck, I saw that immediately.
Yeah, like, it's like how did the camera guy's looking at it? How did you not see it?
It was.
It looks like nothing else that's there.
It's looking dead at the it's in directed, goes that and then pans
like,
back out again. And I'm like, you focus down on that whole corner.
Yeah,
with her
and you
facing
didn't. It's like, all right, man.
Didn't say nothing.
No.
Like I was like, you're oblivious. This dude's like it's a Scooby-Doo fucking video here. Like this dude is oblivious to all the things.
What I liked about this was the first movie ended with it talking about
her, right?
how Diane left Mitchell behind to go over all the tapes that the chick that survived
had
the first Hell House thing that she gave them. So he stayed behind to go over everything. And it's like the main premise of this is the fallout of the Hell House LLC movie. In this
first one.
In this universe, the first movie that like we saw is a movie that the character Mitchell made based on those tapes. So this is like the fallout of all of that stuff. And I like that I think it's supposed to be like 5 years later and everything since the first Hell House movie. I think it's like 5 years later,
and they're following up on it,
and it's like people are still missing, and it's like because of like the popularity of the first film, more people have been going and they're missing and stuff. So it's like I like that it went that route. I think the only thing, if I had one complaint about the movie, was just the CGI at the end. I think that's the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
It looked out of place. It looked rushed.
It looked forced.
It didn't look like they had enough money for it. We're going to be doing something a little bit different because we're going to be covering the rest of the Hell House movies. They're going to get the rankings, like whatever out of 5. But we're also going to rank each of the Hell House movies like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the 5th one is coming out this year. I think it's coming out Halloween, I think. Sean from the future here. Hell House Lineage actually comes out on August 20th. Yeah, we covered the first Hell House film as the very first episode of the podcast. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. You can just...
Was that the very first one?
Dude,
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's the very first one. So...
Holy shit.
Before we jump into Hell House LLC 2, I want to do a quick refresher on the plot of Hell House LLC 1. So in 2009, in the small town of Abaddon, they witnessed a horrific tragedy, a Halloween haunted house tour that claimed 15 lives. While authorities and locals attributed the incident to an unprecedented malfunction, the true circumstances surrounding the event remained a chilling mystery. 5 years later, Sarah, the sole survivor, emerged with raw footage, prompting a determined documentary crew to delve into the secrets of the abandoned hotel, the Abaddon Hotel. They aim to uncover the truth by gathering testimonies, photographs, and amateur footage. However, as they piece together the clues, the crew unknowingly confronts a terror that still lingers in the walls. As I said, the first film we covered on our podcast, and we gave it a 4 out of 5. I believe that still holds.
I stand by that still. Yeah, I stand by that full-heartedly.
So if we're ranking all of the movies, we're not going to do future spoilers for stuff. Currently, the rankings for the Hell House LLC films. Hell House 1 is number 1. So far, that's the best. And we will see as we are about to go into the plot of 2 if it dethrones 1. I don't know if it will. It may. I doubt it. But it could. I don't know. So let's get into the plot.
I don't know.
The film begins with Wendy Mallet, that's such a terrible name, telling us about her son, Jackson Mallet, who broke into the abandoned Abaddon Hotel more than a year ago and never came back out. We're shown text messages and a video where Jackson runs frantically around the hotel begging for help. He's about to have a mental breakdown, and you can see cult members around in the background. Before the video cuts out, it looks like a cult member is what looks like a cult member, like, because we don't really know. It's just a dude in a robe with a mask on. Approaches him through the video, like glitching out, and then it just cuts to black. Wendy tells us that about a year later, she received an email from Jackson, and it was a video file showing a bedroom in the hotel, and I'm pretty sure it's the same bedroom that a bunch of the people end up going missing from, where his screams could be heard, where he's like yelling for help, and then that telltale Hell House piano tune is heard. It cuts to October 6th, 2017. Susan McCombs presents a Hell House LLC special program and brings up that this isn't the first time the Mallets have heard that music. She shows a clip of the family, I guess around Christmas.
It did look like Christmas.
A bunch of the kids are being rowdy and are told to keep it down because Jackson is asleep, but music is heard and they find Jackson playing the piano. He looks like he's in sort of a trance and he starts talking about the hotel, like when it opened and the people that died and all that crap. Back at the TV station, Susie introduces her guests, Arnold Tasselman, Mitchell Cavanaugh, Diane Graves' co-worker from the first film, and Brock Davies as guests. They discuss the veracity of the Hell House documentary. Arnold points out that he tried to take down Mitchell's documentary, arguing that it is a hoax, causing damage to the town's reputation, and at the same time, Mitchell reiterates that Diane and her cameraman died inside the hotel and it's not a safe place to go.
And it's never been found.
Yeah, that to me...
That's the bigger thing there. Like,
yeah.
Is there a dead body still in the fucking thing? Like let's be honest here.
Because I'm pretty sure cops have been inside and they never find anyone.
They had a whole investigation in there.
Which I think is
That's
why
how they shut it down.
I think because like they're not finding anyone in there. That's why they are saying that like, oh, this is all just a scam. Diane is like still alive. It's just in hiding and all that crap. But while all this is going on, a journalism team from an online blog is watching the program. The main person, Jessica Fox, claims that with Mitchell's help, they can break into the Abaddon quicker because he should have intimate knowledge of the hotel's layout, and that this story could be another big break for them, like when they went after the senator
basically
and
using it.
All that crap. We cut to later in the day. Jessica's team meet up with Mitchell outside the Abaddon Hotel, who says that breaking in will not be easy, that the police are patrolling around the hotel to prevent any more disappearances, even though people do still keep disappearing. So I don't exactly know what the fuck
I don't understand. I don't understand that. If people are still... So, no, you're all liars. You're all liars. What is it, the Trump administration back then in this movie time?
Yeah,
I don't understand it. You're all liars because when you're telling me people are disappearing when they go to this hotel, but people are not disappearing. Well, then which one is it?
Yeah, it's like you can't be like, oh, well, no, it's all a hoax. They're all in on it. Really? They're all in on it. All these people are just disappearing.
The whole world is in on it. Okay, it's the largest conspiracy hoax in the world.
She shows the viewers a Facebook stream that Mitchell mentioned to Molly and David of a teenager live streaming his break-in to the hotel. And he disappears.
This is always smart. Of course.
As he approaches the back door, it opens on its own, but he enters anyway, which is stupid, only to be stopped by a dark figure standing on the stairwell.
And that boy done shit himself.
He apologizes to this dark figure and says that he's sorry and that he'll leave, and then he just stands there. They comment that the video feed stays there unchanged for hours until the camera dies. Susie comments that there are no cuts, and the phone finally dies around dusk when you can hear someone running towards the camera. Arnold is an asshole, and the entire time, like you said, is all he says is it's just a hoax. Mitchell can sell more DVDs.
Dick. Just a dick. Like, okay, listen, if it was just to sell DVDs, fine, I get it. People do this shit. But none of what you're saying makes sense, and all of this makes sense. You don't. Your 2 and 2 is not equaling 4, pal. All right, it's not 5.
Because this is the problem that I have with the character of Arnold Tasselman. He's such like an over-the-top asshole that the second he opened his mouth, the very first time I watched this movie, I immediately knew he had something to do with the Abaddon.
You mean like when he like just before they like made his introduction, they like you heard him spoke.
The second he started talking, and he's such a dick.
Terrible. Because he is. He's fucking conceited about it, and it's like, dude. First off, I don't want to spoil it, but first off, you have nothing to be conceited about. Like if you are the person with the knowledge of things, why are you being a dick about things? Like, shouldn't you be a little less so you don't seem like you were suspicious?
If let's say Arnold's right, Diane is alive. Like Diane and her crew, they're not dead. Then where are they? She can't. This is 5 years later. She can't spend the money because the world thinks she's dead. So bank accounts are closed. Credit cards are closed. Yeah. So it just doesn't make sense. You know, then you have all these other people. So Mitchell is using all these other people to break in and fake their disappearances. Where are they? How are they successfully hiding from everyone, including their families, all this time? Like, none of this makes sense. Then he sits there with this shit-eating grin, taking digs at the original Hell House crew. Like, bro, you are unlikable on a scale that you just need to be punched in the mouth, like on site.
Punched in the dick.
And it also doesn't help that Susie McComb, the TV presenter, is just utterly useless. Like the entire time.
I love when you say shit like that.
Like the entire time, like Arnold Tasselman is like talking and like shitting on these dead people. She's just sitting there like trying to be insightful, like, oh, yeah, like she's Joe Rogan or Theo Vaughn hearing some new fucking stupid conspiracy theory that's like, oh yeah, that's true. Did you hear eating a whole bumblebee will like give you 10 extra years to your life?
Oh my God.
Like, like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a journalist. Push back on the things that he's saying. And so she's like,
do your job.
Yeah, that's interesting. What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're just, what do you just get us together to have mediate a discussion between the two of us? You're supposed to ask us questions. Where's the hard-hitting facts you need?
It's so fucking annoying. But we're then shown 2 more videos, one of a kid being dared to enter and stay inside for like a set amount of time, and then another video of a couple that picks up a strange woman on the side of the road. She's asking to be dropped off at the Abaddon Hotel. The guys try to talk her out of going to the hotel, and she tells them that she's already checked in. One, why are you picking up a chick on the side of the road?
You know, honestly, I always feel bad. Like, listen, I would never do it. I always feel bad, especially if it's someone that looks like they been splashed and shit like that. I always feel bad. But in the same aspect, I have watched enough horror films since probably 7. I forgot what my aunt fucking let me watch Aliens and I had nightmares. But really young. On. You 1, don't hitchhike.
Nope.
2,
don't pick them up.
Don't ever, if they offered, why are they offering? What's wrong with you? What is mentally damaged with you? How do you know I'm not gonna kill you? You just offered me a ride? No. There's a reason why they outlawed it. Wasn't Ted Bundy one of the reasons why he got outlawed? Like one of the serial killers got because people would always hitchhike. It was like a normal thing for you to do. People would go across country just hitchhiking, just free shit or the blowjobs or whatever. But the rule of the law.
What movie was it? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
You know, but listen, you did that. But people weren't getting murdered a bunch. In the 70s and 80s, people were getting lopped off constantly on the side
and that's
of
when people were like,
road.
no, we're not picking people up. Like, no.
Now, dude, Uber's an issue for me. Like, no, bro, I don't know. Like, you kind of showed up, you just knew my name. No, like, no. You know, like, it's weird.
They arrive at the boarded up Abaddon Hotel, and they're freaking out because of course you would freak out. But by the time they try to talk to her, she's already out of the car and like at the door. They chase her down and follow her inside. Again, a stupid fucking move, and follow her downstairs into the basement where we find out that she's the ghost of one of the Hell House tour goers who died in the haunted attraction in 2009.
Oh my God.
Fucking dumb. Like, no.
Why did you run to the end of the fucking building all the fucking time?
The second she got out of the car, it's like, oh, she's no longer our concern. And I drive the fuck away. That's what happens. I drive the fuck away. I got you where you needed to go. Goodbye. Like, no.
Good riddance.
Mitchell, Jessica, Molly, and David, who I guess I really don't want to do future spoilers, but I mean, I guess I can kind of do a little bit of it.
Don't go into a new fucking thing we're not talking about.
Well, no, because it's one of the characters. I don't think David could ever come back because a bunch of the characters are coming back.
Yeah,
but David can't come back because David isn't David anymore.
I guess that's as very vague as you're gonna get that.
Well, the actor transitioned to female.
Wait, did they end up keeping the person in the same role?
Well, they filmed the role. Like, they did it. She didn't transition until I think a couple of years ago.
Oh, you mean it like that? I was gonna say, I was like, okay,
no.
Like I thought you meant it as in like they did Hell House 2, they were male, and then in between this one and the other one, they transitioned and they still kept it like his name was Dave. And I'm like, that's confusing as fuck. Like,
no, because
you have said they transitioned through the storyline to make it work.
When I was looking up all the shit for like the actors and everything, so Dusty Austin kept popping up, and I was like, who the fuck is she? I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And then I had to like look into it, and I was like, oh, okay, she transitioned. It's like That makes sense. I don't think Mitchell is coming back in a future movie, but I do think Jessica and Molly are. And then clearly David can, because I don't think when you die in Hell House, you then transition to a different gender. I don't think that's how that works. So they would either have to recast the character. You know,
Godspeed if they can figure that. Listen, we had Supernatural, we had Charmed. How many of them twisted these fucking weird far off stories to make them work? I mean, listen, Godspeed if they did.
They could cast her again, just as a completely different character.
Different character.
Yeah, they could do that.
That General Hospital's Days of Our Lives that they went into a coma
David's sister's looking shit. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a they had a head transplant. Dr. Drake Ramore did it.
But good for her.
Yeah.
They want to break in, but Molly can't bring herself to go into the hotel because Molly is kind of a scaredy cat. So she decides that she's going to stay outside, and everyone else agrees.
In retrospect, is she really
that she stays outside and does not come inside?
Well, she was told to.
For any reason. There's not a single fucking reason that you go inside. That is what she is told.
They said that.
She just stays outside.
Exactly what she said.
Keep that in mind for like 15 minutes later. Right?
No, I'll disagree with you then. Go ahead. Because you're saying, well, in like 10 minutes later. So you're saying that she was told not to come in for no reason. But what she was saying was the ghost contacted her.
Doesn't matter.
The fucking radio, or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
He said he gave her direction.
Does not matter. They told her no matter what you do. They did. They said, do not come inside the house. You are to stay outside.
Say, if we tell you not to come in, if we tell you to come in, don't listen to us. It's not us. It's a demon. No, they didn't say that. They didn't say no. Oni's telling you to do some shit.
You're already
telling you some. No. They didn't say
You're already too much of a pussy to fucking come in. So they go, hey, we need help carrying boxes. You're going to be like, okay. Yeah. No, absolutely. And you're going to come in the front door?
You're not going to help. Okay, yeah. Okay.
The front door?
So now
and none of them are standing there?
You disproved
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. In fact, honestly, you're just a liability. You're just going to be probably one of the ones to be killed or drag me down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd stand at the door. I'd be like, I'd call them back. Like, I'm at the front door.
Tell her, hold the door open. Let there be light so we can just run straight through. That's your only job. Hold the door. I go straight through.
Yeah, absolutely not. But as they're about to go in through the back door, they notice that the door is unlocked, and Mitchell is all like, of course it is. And then they're startled by Brock Davies and his cameraman, who intend to film an investigation of the hotel in like the style of like a paranormal investigation show. Kind of like
Paranormal Activities, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, kind of like Ghost Adventures.
That's what it was. Ghost Adventures, fucking douche.
We cut to 4 days after the break-in. A distressed Jessica Fox is questioned by the Rockland County Police. She can't remember what happened and then has a panic attack. We then cut back to Mitchell, Jessica, and David as they head to the basement while Brock and his cameraman go to the dining room where Andrew Tully, the hotel owner, committed suicide along with several cult followers in his satanic cult. Brock tries to communicate with Tully via a very simple Ouija board.
That was the most crudest thing ever. I was like, did you really do this? You couldn't have wrote out anything?
Yeah. It was so bad. And this is, as you were saying earlier, while he's asking questions about everything while the cameraman is panning the room.
Cameraman's panning.
You see a ghost woman.
That's it.
Sitting, and she's looking right at you. None of the other things are staring right at the camera, dude.
Nothing.
But this thing is staring right at him. They have no idea this ghost woman is there until he goes to pan back over, and she's standing up. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Situational awareness.
But Brock and the cameraman freak out at the sight of her and tell her that they're sorry and they're leaving. And as they back up and round the corner, the ghost woman is standing behind them.
Diane, I think, or whatever.
I don't know if it was Diane. It might have been Diane. Because I think Diane is missing an eye because she's playing the piano at the end. So she might just be one of like the guests at the hotel. But the camera freezes as they are presumably killed. We get an interstitial from the Wynn group about the footage and that since that night, Brock and his cameraman have been missing. We'll learn more about the Wynn group in the next film. Down in the basement, David gets a call from Molly that she's in the house and wants to know why they didn't meet her at the door.
Because we didn't tell you to.
David tells Jess and Mitchell that he'll go up and see what's going on and then leaves, I'm assuming the main camera with them, and then goes up to meet her.
With the smaller one?
Talking with Molly, she tells him that she came in because he called her telling her that they need help moving boxes. And like I said, this is stupid because even if they needed help, if you are that scared, you call them from outside the building. They can bring the boxes upstairs and put them outside, and then you can take them from there. If you're worried about the cops, why the fuck are you trying to bring boxes out of the building through the front door? Because she came in through the front door. Like, none of this makes sense.
They literally said you're there to make sure and let us know about cops.
Yeah, it's like you kind of deserve to get killed. Like, you're a very stupid character. You didn't use any of your brain whatsoever. It's why Molly is one of my, like, where I hate Arnold Tasselman, because he's such an over the top fucking villain. I hate Molly because she's so over the top fucking stupid.
Okay.
She's such a stupidly written fucking person, but then again, so's Jessica, because we're gonna get to her fucking bullshit too. It seems like the only smart people here are kind of David and Mitchell. Okay. But even Mitchell is kind of stupid because he went back in. He should have never gone back in, but he went back in, which is fucking dumb.
He knew better.
Yeah, draw him a fucking map. Just draw him a map. Why the fuck are you going? Draw him a map.
You make a left, you die here, fuck you, have a good day. There's your map.
Absolutely not.
Here's your fried chicken.
Yeah, no. They could have easily just passed her the boxes if they really needed it. So, like, there's no reason for you to ever have entered the hotel.
Got the boxes in, you can get the boxes out.
Yeah, and like I said, they explicitly told her under no circumstances is she to enter the hotel. David calls Jess and tells her what Molly told him, and Jess is confused because he's been with them the whole time, so none of them called her. Mitchell grabs the walkie out of her hands and asks David what door she came in and if it's still open. David tells her she came in through the front door and the door is locked up tight now. This immediately freaks Mitchell out and he tells Jess they're done, grab what you can, because they're fucking leaving. It doesn't make sense that Jess is fighting Mitchell so hard here. She knows that people have been going missing when they come into this fucking hotel. And things are fucking weird, whether it's a cult, whether it's something supernatural.
And openly willing to just sacrifice to all the rest of them.
If you get locked in there, chances are you're probably going to end up dying. So if Mitchell is like,
you just don't come back.
The person that wasn't supposed to be in here was magically called by someone that has been with us the entire time to come inside, is now inside with us and locked inside.
Yeah.
We need to go. You should just be grabbing your shit and fucking going. But Jessica fights. She's like, oh, but you know, it's like, no, you're a fucking moron. You're another fucking moron. Why are these people being written like they're fucking stupid? People have constantly fucking died here for like ever. You don't want to be locked in this place. The main door that she just came in. Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. We cut back to Morning Mysteries and Mitchell claims that the hotel lures people inside to kill them and trap their souls there. Back at the Abaddon, with the group all back together, they try to get through the front door with no luck. David even tries to use his shoulder to...
Oh yeah, he wasn't breaking shit.
He tries to push his way through a pull door. I'm like, that's not how a door works, my guy. You could break a window. Why are you breaking into a place that you know is notorious for doors locking without crowbars, sledgehammers, like any of this stuff?
You know, like
yeah. But no. So they decide to head back to the back entrance where they came in. And on their way back, this is where they find Brock and his cameraman's bodies hanging from the ceiling. Hanging? Yeah, hanging from the ceiling.
Hung? No.
What? No what?
Where they hung.
They were being hung. They were being hanged?
But they would hanged. Me and her just had that same discussion on how that would be, and she was explaining that you can't use it one way and
they're hanging from the rafters by their necks. There you go. We'll go with that.
There we go. We'll just do it that way.
After they make it back to the door, they find the clown mannequin leaning against the wall by the door. Mitchell tells them not to worry because it doesn't move, and then it moves.
And that's one of those clowns I don't like.
It's basically the main clown.
Yeah, it's in all of them.
They barricade themselves upstairs in one of the bedrooms. I'm pretty sure it's the bedroom. They barricade themselves in the bedroom that the
other dude was in from the first one.
Yeah, that the guy from the first film disappeared in, where that like witch or whatever was like sneaking into his room while he was sleeping. It's that bedroom.
I think it's across the hallway of Diana, whatever, the room that she's like trapped her souls in or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I think
It's
so.
like diagonal from it.
While Jessica and Mitchell try to think of a way to get out, David is going through all the tapes they found in the basement and discovers that Alex from the original Hell House team went to the Abaddon in April of 2009 before the Hell House disaster. He is seen making a deal with an unseen man who sounds exactly like Arnold Tasselman. The person gave him bad advice, like bad business advice. And Alex took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. And when everything failed and money was drying up, the dude that is totally Arnold Tasselman, who will turn out to be someone else,
100%,
tells him like, hey, well, you can just use the Abaddon Hotel. So that's why he was using the Abaddon Hotel.
Oh yeah, just use the Abaddon. No real reason behind it.
Yeah.
I'm way too suspicious of a person.
After the lights on the camera go out, they work to try to get it turned on. You can hear a weird noise in there, and I'm confused as to why no one brings up that there's a weird fucking sound. You don't hear Molly get taken, but you do hear a sound that is like, and it's none of them, but it's basically like the witch girl making noise, and it's weird, but no one brings it up. When they get the light back on, the barricade is gone, the door's wide open, and Molly is missing. But before they notice, the ghost girl is sticking her head in the doorway, and by the time they turn around, her head is gone, and they notice some note on the door basically telling them to head down there. Did you just spill?
Yeah, dude. I don't fucking... I mean, it's just water, but like, what the fuck?
Looking for Molly, they make their way down to the basement. They find her down in the basement being held on the floor by the big main clown mannequin.
The clown. Yeah.
They manage to get her free as this ugly ass portal to hell opens up in the wall, and they get her free, and they're running away, and somehow
somebody gets dragged to it.
David gets dragged there, but David is right next to them when they're running away, and somehow...
So how'd he get there?
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow it's like the cultists that came out of the portal managed to grab him super fucking quick, and then the rest of the group teleported to the stairs, leaving him. It's so weird. I don't get it.
It's weird.
I get that they're just trying to like kill people off as fast as possible so they can get to the end of the film.
Certainly feels like that.
Back at the show, Jess calls in and tells Arnold that her story is going to destroy him and his cover-up. He tries to goad her into telling him what she knows, but she just tells Mitchell that if he wants to know what happened to Diane, he needs to meet up with her and her team. Back at the Abaddon, the group is further whittled down until only Mitchell is left, and he is making his way through the Hell House employee hallway up on the second floor, where one of the actors is talking to her mother on the phone. As Mitchell passes her, she makes mention that she's dead and that Mitchell will be too soon and stuff.
Yeah.
He turns, and now she's all ghostly and attacks him. He starts running, he trips and is knocked out. He wakes up a little bit later, picks up the camera, and makes his way into the dining room where the ghosts of Mac and Alex, two of the original Hell House staff, are seated around the table, where Molly and Jessica are bound to chairs with bags over their head. As the show is wrapping up, Mitchell tells the viewers to stay away from the Abaddon Hotel and that he is never stepping foot in that hotel again. The show ends and everyone begins to leave when a crew member walks up to Susie, telling her that Arnold Tasman called to apologize for missing the interview. Susie is shocked because Tasman was there. Yeah. Turns out that Arnold Tasselman isn't Tasselman. Nope. Tasselman is actually Andrew Tully, the cult member and original owner. Tully shows up taunting Mitchell about how he lured him back into the hotel despite him saying that he'd never return, revealing that Tasselman was Tully all along. Then we see Diane's ghost playing the piano, so Diane is dead. Tully tells him that for the dominoes to keep falling, he must choose one of them to walk out of the hotel to lure more people into it. When he can't choose or just won't choose, Tully decides that he's gonna choose Molly. He kills Molly, and Mitchell starts having a breakdown as he's told that he has to make a choice. He doesn't. Jessica starts crying desperately for help. At the present, Jessica is at the police station when an officer questioning her turns around. It's revealed that she died inside the Abaddon as well as everyone else, and we see her ghost staring at the camera. And that is it for Hell House 2. Oh, sorry. Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. Anthony, what are your final thoughts?
Like I said, it wasn't like it was, I don't know. I kind of went into it like expecting it to be like Hell House, the first one in the first place. So like it wasn't bad. The acting could have been a little bit better. I really don't like the Tully guy. He overacted all of that. It was fucking annoying. But it was not bad. I liked the fact that it gave us a lot more backstory in the movie, in the story of the Abaddon, because they did a really good job of like doing like, you know, the cutscenes and like making you interested in the first one in Abaddon, but they never go into it. We just get into them all dying, which is fine. You know what I mean? I get it. But we both said, like, we're watching the next one and you mentioned, yeah, well, they get into it. And then we finally did. We just haven't covered this one for some reason for years.
I feel like this isn't a great film. It's kind of a good film. It does a lot of stuff right.
It's entertaining.
I love that the film continues the story from the first film. I like that it's not just a new group of people. Mitchell was mentioned in the first one, going through collecting the footage from all the people running around the first Hell House haunt. So the fact that the film reveals that the first film that we saw in the Hell House universe was actually a film made and released by Mitchell based on the documentary that he was working on. I like that. That's like a cool thing for them to do. I really didn't like Molly. As I said, if you're told to stay outside and for no reason to come inside, like stay the fuck outside. I also feel that there's no reason for the Brock character.
Yeah, he died off quick.
When you think about Brock, he was there for a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's inside, and then it's like he does some stupid fucking bullshit, and then he's dead. It's like they just need to pad the numbers, or maybe he was a producer. I don't fucking know. Or
they just wanted to make dig at those really shitty fucking shows. Maybe, I don't know.
I hated all the exposition we got from Andrew Tully. I felt like it went on for like 3/4 of the movie. Like that whole, because it's like
that was kind of that's what the character.
But we got all the exposition in like the last 15 minutes of the movie, and it felt like it was the majority of the movie. It was so much. The information
and the way he talks is weird. Not weird, but it feels drawn out, like it's sucking your soul.
The information that we got from him should have been shit that they discovered, so that we're not sitting there the entire time and him just reading fucking like notes off of like a notes app and shit. Like it felt like it went on for way too long. Like Steven didn't know what to do with the last act of the film. For me at least, it really bogged everything down. That, and I really didn't like the CGI at the end. I completely forgot.
It was weird.
I forgot about that CGI.
They didn't have that in the first one.
I didn't even remember that CGI was there. All of a sudden I'm watching it and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I watch the first Hell House a lot, and I watched the fourth one a lot. The other ones, I just watched like whenever, but like I completely forgot that there was ever like a CGI fucking portal to hell. All of a sudden it popped up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, like what is this Action Essentials fucking pack? Like, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. It's for me, this would be a 3 out of 5. It's still good. It's still, and especially if you're watching right after the first one, definitely watch the second one.
A 4.
You'd still put this at a 4?
So I would. The only reason why I would put it at a 4 is because of, like I said, it's like entertaining. Like I can put the first one while watch. Like you kind of get distracted watching it. Like I'll watch it and do shit, and then it'll go right into the second one, and I can watch it and be entertained and still do things. I consider that it's entertaining enough to keep me watching it throughout the time. It's not like those other blood fart fucking lake and all those other damn fucking stupid movies. Those ones we literally had to force ourselves to watch.
Yeah, that was rough.
You know,
I mean,
there was no entertainment.
I can go 3.5.
Okay, I can do 3.5. I can nudge to go to a little bit smaller on it. Okay.
Yeah, because it's my whole thing is
all of them. This is definitely not number 2 from the first one. The first one still ranked number 1.
Yeah, because it's like I could have given it a 4 if we didn't have to deal with.
The CGI wasn't bad.
If the CGI wasn't bad, if there wasn't so much Andrew fucking Tully. Fucking Arnold Tasselman fucking bullshit. It just kept cutting back to fucking there was too much shit that didn't fucking matter that they just kept giving us. Like they're like, we need to figure out something to put here instead of just having us there and having shit be done there. I don't know if it was like a budget thing, but they
were getting paid for the certain amount of minutes. They needed to fill those minutes.
I would go 3. If you want to go 4, we can split the diff and go 3.5. Like I'm fine with that.
I'll do it because we still got to do the other ones.
Yeah, so the ranking so far is Hell House LLC number 1.
Yes.
So for Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel, where do you put it?
Knowing what I know too. Well,
Do you think it's better than the first Hell House?
Oh no, I already agree with you. No, I already agree with you.
Because I'm right there as well. I think this is a good follow-up. Could it have been better?
For the backstory.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's filmed a lot better. Like you said, like the intro to it is a lot more professional because instead of like a bunch of like
learned from the first one.
The first one, it's kind of like a bunch of indie documentary people fucking running around shaky cam and stuff. This is Susie,
the documentary of it.
Susie's like filming a special, so she has like a TV crew doing this stuff. And then when it transitions to Jessica's crew, they're also professional videographers and stuff. So they're doing all this stuff. Whereas the other people weren't really professional. This was like their thing that they were going to make. So it makes a little bit more sense that it's a little bit more tight and clean. So yeah, so far ranking is Hell House LLC, the original, #1, and Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel, at #2. The next episode is gonna be Hell House LLC 3, Lake of Fire. Yeah, that's it for this week's episode of the Spooky Horror Show podcast. Remember, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. We're on all podcast services, YouTube, Spotify. You can follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. We're everywhere. Thank you everybody very much for stopping by, and we will see all of you next time. Bye.
Laters.